Speech 1301, Brandon Mills. First, I'd like to start by asking everyone, how many people here love someone? Let it be a friend, a boyfriend, kids, husband, etc. How would you feel if they were to die tomorrow by getting hit by a drunk driver? Drunk driving is a problem and it's something that we should take very serious. MAD.org states that 3 out of 10 people in the United States will be involved in an alcohol-related wreck. Now, this is important because we're sober right now, and it's better thinking for us. We think a lot more when we're sober than we are when we're drunk. And we as parents don't want to be involved in this type of situation by any matter, being the drunk driver or even being the victim of the drunk driver. First, I'd like to start by saying the first thing is that this does not only happen to men, but this also happens to women, and it doesn't only happen in other states and things. It happens in our backyard, Texas, and it actually happens a lot. Secondly, this happens to all kinds of people. It doesn't only happen to your average drunk or whatnot, but it happens to very professional people also. And not only does this destroy the lives of the deceased, but it also destroys the life of the drunk driver. AlcoholAlert.com states that on average someone is killed by a drunk driver in the United States every 40 minutes. Also, Diggs.com estimates that 2,670 deaths have happened due to alcohol-related accidents just this year. We're in March, and we still have a long way to go, and there's there's already 2,670 deaths. Now, to start, I want to say that drunk driving happens everywhere, and the lives are taken by all the time. Actually, it happens in Texas a lot more than what we think. This here is Valerie Hernandez. Valerie Hernandez is 35. And she was driving. She decided to have a drink and drive after. And Valerie, what happened is she was on the expressway and she hit a guardrail and swerved across 4 lanes, and she ended up stopping inside of the grass. Now, this is the statement. This isn't the statement that Valerie had made because she didn't recognize anything. She didn't remember anything at the time. What happened is the person that was behind Valerie seen the whole thing and stated to the police, this is what happened. Valerie hit a 26-year-old man, and he died from the injuries. Also, the 26-year-old man's friends also stated that Valerie hit him twice, and she never remembered in her statement what happened at the time. Now, also, TexasDWI.org states that in Texas someone is hurt or killed in an alcohol-related crash every 19 minutes, and drunk driving claims 5 lives a day. Now, what a lot of people don't know, especially being here in Texas, is that Texas is among the national leaders when it comes to traffic deaths that involve alcohol. The second thing I want to bring up is the fact that drunk driving does not only hurt the victim, but also takes the life of the drunk driver. Now, second picture that I brought here is Nick Hogan and his friend. Nick Hogan and his friend were underage drinking at the time and decided to go driving inside of a high-powered sports car. They decided to go racing. Well, he lost control of the car, and the car ended up crashing and flipping over a couple of times. Now, being that this happened, Nick's friend ended up becoming at a vegetable state, which means that he's pretty much just living at the time now. Now, not only did this hurt the victim's friend, but also the victim served time, 6 months in jail, and he also he has this on his conscience now. So every time that he decides to have a good time and whatnot, he has this in the back of his head thinking that his friend could have been doing also the same thing if it wasn't for him drinking and driving at the time. Another thing that this brings up is the fact that this does happen to anyone. In the first story, Valerie Hernandez actually was a teacher here in San Antonio, and this Nick Hogan is actually a celebrity of Hulk Hogan's. The wrestler Hulk Hogan is his son. So yes, this does happen to anyone and anywhere at any time. Now, after hearing about these stories, it goes to show anyone that this can happen anywhere, any type of situation. And it's happened very easily. It's going to take you getting involved and also myself getting involved to teach someone else to get our nation's numbers down behind drunk driving. I would like to challenge you and everyone to get information and a broader understanding about the causes and effects of drunk driving. Don't become one of the pictures that's used on someone else's presentation, being the drunk driver or the victim. Thank you.